What's going on, guys? This is Raymond Iron by McKinney. Today, I want to talk about becoming so increasingly consciously aware of your unconscious motor movements, your motor elements. I'm talking about just like when I say motor elements, I'm talking about paying attention to your own body in relation to your environment, how people show how including people, events, opportunities, all those things. When you become consciously aware of your unconscious movements in relation to um, objective reality itself, you'll start to pick up on things that you weren't aware of before, that you weren't consciously aware of before. For example, I can tell you, I'm not going to mention this person's name, but this person asked me yesterday, where do you think I'm going to go next month in March? And then I said Florida without even hesitation. He just looked at me thinking, because I remember him saying going to Florida, but as if that conversation never consciously, like he doesn't even remember saying it consciously. It's like when you become increasingly aware of your subconscious surrounding, subconscious, you will start to pick up on other people's subconscious behaviors and even things they subconsciously say that they're not consciously aware of. You can pick up on those things. And that person looked at me like thinking, how did you know that? It's like, then I said something like, well, it was a wild guess, but he just kept looking at me thinking, how does this guy know this? So guys, I'm not, it's a matter of paying attention, guys. It's a matter of becoming, that's what I'm talking about. Hyper focus is such a subtle, powerful tool. That's why when I say hashtag focus in my messages on my YouTube videos, focus is so freaking powerful. When I say focus, become increasingly aware or focus on what already exists. There are infinite conversations playing out right now, guys. What appears without, it's within your own inner conversations. Everything that's objectified, it just echoes your inner conversations relative to yourself. That people are that everything objectified is just a projection of your inner conversations relative to yourself. It's a panorama. It's a spiraling panorama. The universe it's a spiraling panoramic universe. It's a reproduction of our inner conversations relative to ourselves. Our focus, reinforced by our thoughts, visualizations, self-talk, reveals that section of objective reality. Every event already exists here now. Or maybe that's what I'm talking about. That's just an example I'm going to give you guys. That you can become so mastered with focus. And trust me, I'm still growing. I'm still discovering the power of focus, guys. It's a forever discovery. It's a forever exploration. I'm becoming forever increasingly aware of what already exists. I'm never satisfied with what just appears to be. I want to keep discovering more and more deep within myself. When I become increasingly aware of my own focus in relation to circumstances around me, that's when I can pick up on things. And you can pick up on, guys, I'm no, people may say, well, only psychics can do that. Guys, we have this ability to direct your focus. If you want to call it psychic, that it's all, whatever, when you call something that's called psychic, considered psychic, is just continuously redirecting your focus in relation to circumstances, your inner conversations in relation to your objective experiences. That nothing comes to you guys. Everything is forever being produced through you and spirals around your focus point. You are the focus point. You are the center. You are the center. You are the center of focus, which that all events spiral and gravitate around and within the electromagnetic focus point of yourself. This may sound like science fiction, and it may sound like science fiction to some people. Because you can't analytically predict these things. It comes down to living it, guys. You can test things all you want. People can go in circles all they want about theorizing, analyzing, objective, the objects of things. But if they never live in their own, if they never live what they're speaking, they're just speaking in circles, guys. They're just talking in circles. They're never actually applying or acting in the scene and becoming that person, that reality that already exists within ourselves. That's what I talked about when I shared with one of my images of the samurai with the sword in front of my face. At that point, my mind is as sharp and focused as the sword's point. When I look at the sword, that's all I see, guys. I am in the scene of that focus point. Nothing else objectively exists around me. I'm putting all my attention and focus into that point that already exists here and now. And I'm mentally stepping into it. I'm continuously redirecting my focus into that point that already exists. And the panoramic space-time continuum spirals and curves around myself as the focus point. And I'm not going against anyone's free will, guys. I'm not going against anyone's free will to view life for themselves. Everyone has free will to view life however they want. I'm not messing up things like I'm not messing up. You're not messing up anything. I'm not messing up anything in life, guys. We're not creating. We're not destroying anything. We're simply recognizing what already exists. It's simply, if we're forever recognizing what already exists within ourselves, being projected outward and spiraling and gravitating around and within ourselves. That expands, that life forever expands through us, collapses relative to us, spirals and gravitates around and within the electromagnetic focus point of ourselves, relative to ourselves. This is how freaking powerful we are, guys. As well as the past, present, future, though it appears as like fixed, independent to one another. Time is just a human construct that we are affecting the path, I don't like to say affect, I don't like to say necessarily controlling, but I'm just saying when you change your viewpoint of this moment, viewpoints of the past and future, which are just part of the eternal moment here now. The viewpoints of those relative to you changes as well. You're not changing anything in the universe, guys. You're simply getting one of infinitely many viewpoints of what already exists without going against anyone's free will to choose for themselves. Everyone has the ability to choose for themselves. Everyone does. You and I have the ability to view life however we want, regardless of objective evidence. If we don't like what we see, we simply take our attention away from it. Leave that image alone. If you see someone like, if you see someone with relationship partner, it's like, I wish I was with that person. Take your attention away from that state. That state of them existing together. It already exists. Take your attention away from that and put your attention on being in a relationship as if it's already here now. Put that, like I say, put all your focus and attention into what already exists here now. Everyone, you literally have everything you need and desire, guys. You and I have everything we need and desire here and now. There's no shortage in anything, guys. There's no earning, there's no gaining, there's no losing. It's forever self-recognizing what exists within ourselves, being projected outward relative to ourselves, moment by infinitesimal moment, frame by frame. Your focus, your directed focus, reinforced by your self-talk, visualization, or affirmations, reveals that viewpoint of objective reality. That's it, guys. Your focus reveals reality. Your focus, live by, reveals reality. Period. Relative to yourself. So, guys, I hope this video helps. And I bless y'all, and happy manifesting. What would the Iron Bai do? I am the Iron Bai. I've always been a master magician. Life is rigged in my favor. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? Bless y'all, and happy manifesting.